What's up guys, it's Cody with 3D Printing Technology. So if you saw in the last week's video, I had bought 5 Monoprice 3D printers, different types like Circuit Minis and row stocks. But for this video I'm going to be doing hands-on with one of them. So I'm going to be doing a hands-on and possibly a first print with the row stock Delta style printer. I'll probably do these videos intermittently, so I do one every now and then. Like I do a hands-on with this one and then something different next week maybe the week after I'll do the Maker Plus type printer. So this is a new printer for me. This is a printer, the row stock Delta style printers we haven't used before. Monoprice we have, and it seems to be a good quality printer. The Circuit Mini 2 that I have, it seems to be a good quality printer. All of the Monoprice 3D printers seem to be focused on a simple, easy to use design. All of the printers seem easy to work on if you get jams or hot end issues or control board issues. All the parts seem to be easily accessible. Not like, unlike the Prism K 3D printers, we have to take the hot end completely apart to get to one object. These designs are more simplistic. With the simplistic design, it lowers the cost, it makes it easy to access the parts, but it's also a disadvantage because it doesn't provide a quality design. One example offhand is the single cooling fan, where the part and heatsink have to both share one fan. That could be an issue printing with PETG or ABS or other more high temp rated materials. If you plan on just using PLA, it should be good enough to print with. But anyways, for this video we're going to do a hands-on first print. Like I said, going to plug it in, make sure all the options on the menu work, make sure all of the hot end features work, slice it with Simplified 3D, and see how good the first print turns out to be. Like I said, it's going to be a hands-on, so it's not going to be a review. There will probably be a review sometime in the future of this printer once I get more print time with it. But some of the things I've noticed so far, these will sound familiar if you saw the last video, is the single cooling fan like I mentioned, the power supply issue. There's not really a power button to turn the printer on and off with. There is just one power input, so when you plug it into the power supply, it automatically comes on. And then since I used the print bed is obviously dirty, I think it has some sort of adhesive or glue stick material on it. So the first thing we're going to do is look for the 3D printer and Simplified 3D's database, and then probably do a calibration cube print just to see where the printer stands at since it has been used. If the z-axis first rotor is correct, if the filament will stick to the print bed. Also to make sure there's no issues with the hot end, such as a jam in the heatsink or maybe a z-axis hat problem. Okay, so right now I'm adding the stock Simplified 3D profile for this printer, because it's usually pretty good, the stock profiles are. And then once we do the review video, we'll fine tune this profile a little bit more, but the stock profile should be fine for what we're doing today. So as you can see, this is the stock profile right here. Also, another good feature I like about this printer is that it has a handle on it, so it's easy to carry around compared to other 3D printers. But a good comparison of size, there's a Tableau Tornado, Preset MK2.5, some select minis. Also, another thing to point out is this is where you feed the filament in through it. And here's the handle on the top. There's no spool holder on it. There's no spot for a mount like on the Select Mini. It's a metal spool mount, but there's no spot on the Mini Delta. Also, on Monoprice's website, this printer is called the Monoprice Mini Delta 3D printer. So that's the official name for it. So what I'll probably do when I print in, since it's right next to the Select Mini, I'll probably just use the Select Mini spool holder and just spool it over to the Delta printer. So here is the setup, going from the Select Mini spool holder to the Mini Delta extruder. And so it is coming out of the hot end, so that's a good sign. And it's preheated, so let's start the print. Alright, so I bumped the nozzle temp up to 215. So now we're just waiting on the bed to heat to 60 degrees. Okay, so it's here to 60 degrees. We have the extruder being calibrated. Doing some kind of levering point check. So it looks like it was a 4-point check, and now it's doing the first layer. It's kind of hard to see since there's still some black filament in the nozzle, and it's really close to the build plate. Okay, so the second layer, you can see it being a little bit better since it switched to the orange PLA. Seems to be working pretty good. Some of the arms moving. Okay, so it appears to be printing pretty good. If you notice that left corner right here is starting to lift up a little bit, that's probably due to the dirty print bed where it has too much adhesive stuff on it. But there's the info, it's about a quarter of the way done. So I will let it print for a little bit and then update you guys shortly. Okay, so we're at the halfway point, and it's been about 20 minutes or so printing. It's going pretty fast, but here's what it looks like. So I think it's going pretty good. still kind of surprised about how fast it's going. I did change the S3D setting from 2500 to 2000 rate hack. So from 0.25 to 0.2, since 0.2 is kind of the default for most printers. Alright, so we got a finished print, 26 minutes. This is what it looks like. So that's what the finished position is. There's where it was. You can see some of the material that put up with it. Not the best first layer, but we got the job done. So there it is, the finished print. So it's a decent print. Not the best quality, but it gets the job done if you need it to. Alright, so that's going to wrap up the hands-on video with the Monoprice Mini Delta 3D printer. So overall, I kind of like it. Like I said, I need to get more hands-on time with it before I can do a full review and get a better opinion of it. But some of the things I like is the handle on the top, the 3-button control menu, has a really quick print speed. And like I said, once I get a better opinion of it, I'll probably change those around a little bit more. Some of the things I don't like is that the fan noise is pretty loud. The print bed is dirty, but it's something I can change on it. And that there is no power button on the printer, so when you plug in, it automatically comes on. And that's really the only major things I don't like about it. So overall, it is a good printer, but there's not really much of a review that I'm going to leave in this video since this is just hands-on. But keep an eye out for the review video in the next few weeks as I test this printer out more. But with that, that's going to wrap up this video. So if you like this video or today's videos first, make sure to click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.